Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new Fates Foretold show, Girl by Moonlight, Cyber Convergence. I am J. Lawrence Kenny, your storyteller for the evening, or director. And these are the girls. And it's the girls by Moonlight. And boy. But they're gonna be playing different. You get it. Let me mute that because I'm immediately distracted by the sound of my own voice. He broke his heart. He loves another man. But they both can't let go of their past together, can they? Bitter Embrace, the new drama premiering this evening at 7. Brought to you by Seder Productions. Eclipse. The glistening jewel on the face of Nova. The island city is the epitome of everything grand and great in the world. Shining neon lights aglow on every street corner. A world of plenty where no one goes hungry and no one goes unhoused. It is the pride and joy of the Big 11, a testament to the magnificent world they have created. Hungry? Try our new Dryad-approved superfood, Cyclosatan. Ambrosia-level taste for 1/10 of the price. Find it at your local Dryad market today. Everything and everyone is taken care of. Kraken builds homes. Valkyrie lights them. Pegasus gets you to and from work. And as long as you can afford it, you can always dream bigger and better. It's finally here! The long-awaited joint project by Siren and Sphinx. Full sensory input, virtual reality. Experience the net with your entire being. Hang out with friends in real time. Turn your digital library into something you can hold, and even visit far-off lands as though you were there right now. The new Enigma VR machine. Only 1,500 garnets at your local retailer. But even in such paradise, trouble and troublemakers exist. Most of the time, a bit of remedial labor is enough to prevent repeat offenders. But Myrmidon keeps the worst of the worst in the hill, just off the coast. Vaughn, could you please describe yourself as you are while imprisoned in a maximum security cell?
Man, you can't start with me and not warn me.
I meant to, sorry.
Vaughn usually has teal hair with the side shaved. It's a bit grown out. Her roots are grown out because she's been there for a while. She's looking a little haggard because this sucks. And I'm gonna say she's probably been in solitary for a minute for the last time she tried to break out.
You are sitting there, probably in a corner, when you hear the telltale sound of the doggy flap opening and a plate of nectar tossed in. There is no word from whoever is on the other side of the door, though, but you hear footsteps stepping away.
I just stare at it. I don't get up.
Very dimly, you can hear across the bay the sound of an advertisement from the city, and from the sound of it, you gather, probably about 9 p.m. They roll the same ads at the same time every day, so that's how you keep track of time.
She gets up, does a little pacing around her cell, picks up the nectar, opens it, sniffs it, can't stand the smell of it anymore, and throws it against the wall.
You throw it against the wall, and you must have thrown it a lot harder than you thought, because you actually feel the room kind of vibrate for half a second. And then it happens again. A little bit louder. Suddenly you are aware that that was not you. There is something happening. And getting louder and closer to you, what sounds like walls breaking that is shaking the foundations of the prison. Go ahead.
Just looking like, what is going on?
The wall that you threw the nectar against, which the nectar is just sort of gooping down the wall, suddenly explodes outwards, shoving you in dust. Dottie, could you describe yourself with the knowledge that you are breaking through a bunch of walls, heading right for this room?
So Dottie is a short little thing. She's only 5 foot tall. As of right now, she is pretty frail and malnourished. She has a lot of scratches and bruises and scars all on her body. Any skin that you can see has been tarnished. She has pink and purple hair split down the middle that's grown out a lot since she's been in jail. And she's probably wearing a prison outfit.
That is what you see burst through the wall of your cell, Vaughn.
Vaughn clears the dust out of her face and sees Dottie, and immediately starts backing up against the back wall, like scared. What do you want?
Hi, Vaughn. I need your help.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I need your help. Come on,
Guards!
please. No, don't fucking call the guards. Don't fucking
you
call
are
the guards.
already hearing the sounds of yells and screams and the sounds of guns being cocked.
Come on, we gotta go. We gotta fucking get out of here now.
With
So
you?
call
No.
the... All right, then I'll leave by myself.
You see a couple of guards suddenly appear in the hole in the wall that's been left, and you hear, 2 breakouts! Detain them both! And they both raise their guns at the two of you.
Okay. No, this is just a misunderstanding. I was trying to find a bathroom, and it's obviously not here. So, can you just take... Okay.
I need both of you to roll stun as they unload on the two of you.
First roll of the game, no pressure.
Forgot how to play. Help.
Click
Roll
the word
sun.
stun.
Click sun.
This is a resistance roll.
Hey.
Wow.
Whoa.
Both of you see these. You can tell, Vaughn, in like a split second, these are rubber bullets, but they still hurt like a motherfucker. And they're shooting in very close proximity. You can't help but, even though you probably want nothing to do with anything that's going on here, just manage to avoid out of the way of these rubber bullets. You and Dottie both. And you hear the guards call into an intercom. We need backup! 2 MGs on the loose!
Alright, fuck. Go!
Alright, let's go! He runs.
The two of you blast past the guards, as I assume Dottie is dragging Vaughn along.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you touch me, I rip my hand out of yours.
You follow this line of holes through the walls that Dottie has made getting through all of these cells. You can even see a few other criminals that have clearly been like knocked out through her passing. Whether she knocked them out on purpose or on accident, you have no idea. But eventually you find yourself at one wall that you see something, if you've been in solitary for a while, that you haven't seen for a while. The moon rising over the city. Neon pinks, blues, and greens, and reds. And then you hear the sound of a chopper heading in your direction.
All right, listen. I know the perfect place to hide. You just gotta follow me, okay?
Fine.
What are you gonna do? You gonna go off by yourself? Come on, let's go.
No, I'm not. Did you have a plan with this?
No?
Let's
You
go.
both hear the wind picking up as the chopper gets closer, and then the sound of something approaching at a very high velocity. You watch as something falls out of the chopper above and lands on the ground in front of you. Big cloud of dust kicks up. Starboy, could you please describe yourself with the knowledge that you have just
Thing.
airdropped from a helicopter?
Yeah, like you do. Super easy. Starboy's here. He is blonde, pretty, and he probably looks a little bit like a prince. Pretty much what you would think of when you think of a magical superhero, right? He's everything that the corporation has designed him to be, has made him to be. He's the perfect shining example of what a magical girl should be, even though he's a boy. He's probably got his augmented violet-looking wings popping out of the back of his back, even though he just fell from the helicopter, just in case, to break his fall. There are still parts of him that are human.
So already transcended.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Makes
So yes,
perfect
he is
sense.
already
In order-
transcended.
In order to survive a fall from that height, almost certainly would need to be in overdrive.
Yes.
The two of you see this person fall in front of you. Starboy, you hear in your ear your communicator ring, and you hear a male voice say, "Remember, both of them unharmed, captured."
Yes, sir. And he's going to head straight for the prison as fast as his little wings will take
You've
him.
landed right in front of the two of them.
Oh,
essentially.
great.
Yeah.
Would a scan of the area tell him exactly? Does he already know who he's looking for?
Yeah.
Great.
You were fully debriefed.
Then he's going to look their way, and he's going to call out and be like, Von Novak and Dottie Wren, I need you both to return to your cells, please.
No. Hi, Starboy. How are you?
I am well, thank you. If you're not going to return to your cells, then I'm afraid there will have to be other options.
I'd love to see those other options, if you don't mind.
Okay. And then he's going to spread his wings out like this, and he's going to bum rush you both. I apologize.
Sure. What kind of role is this going to be for you?
So I suppose Defy would be the best role for it. He's essentially going to try and fly straight at them and
It doesn't necessarily
Bravo,
need to be
Bravo.
Defy, because you are trying to appeal to them. This could be something more like Empathize, or if you want to try...
Oh,
There goes Dottie.
she got scared.
She ran away.
She ran away.
But Defy could work, if that's what you want.
Yeah, for now.
All right. Then this is, since you are transcendent and they are not, this is going to be at a controlled great effect.
Okay.
You have the upper hand on them. You are scale on top of them. You have every advantage right now.
Amazing. And it's not to harm. He's mostly just looking to hoist them both up, essentially.
Hoist them by their own petards. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, here we go. Great. Amazing.
So yeah,
Incredible.
that is a 2, which is things go badly. You could try and resist this, or as usual with a 2 from a controlled position, you could press on at a risky or try a different approach. Still a controlled. As you run in and attempt to just like grab them. You don't want to hurt them. You just want to detain them when Dottie gives back, and with your punch, she just like grabs your fist. And you notice that she is also transcended, and that is wrong to you because she shouldn't be. Anybody in these cells is usually completely removed of any kind of technology that would make them a threat.
Okay. Well, since he was mostly just trying to grab their middle, I guess they're holding hands for a second, and he's
Okay.
probably going to look surprised and be like, "How are you doing that?
You want to try again, Starboy?
Can you please go back into your cell?"
No.
Please?
No, that's not gonna happen tonight. We're gonna be on our way, okay? You stay right here. And then she boops your little nose.
He looks bothered because he doesn't necessarily want to use force on these two people. He knows what being an MG is like. He's like, I have orders from Eskel
No.
From
to
who?
bring you both back unharmed.
Bring us back to jail, or
Well, that would make the debriefing process easier, because there's a lot of paperwork involved.
with what?
Fucking what? Paperwork?
What does he
bringing-
fucking want after all this goddamn time?
Can I take out a gun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Dottie levels a gun at Starboy.
You also notice as you point that gun, the chopper is now getting closer, and it's about to like make a landing on the heliport just in front of the prison.
He's probably staring at the gun, but he's not necessarily moving. He's gonna glance at the helicopter as it gets closer, and he's like, I am not here to fight you. I realize that maybe flying right at the two of you was the wrong move, but I'm here to bring you both home. Isn't that what you want?
No.
No. I want
would
them
like
to
to
stop
stay here?
fucking torturing me. That's what I fucking want.
Okay.
Can you make them do that?
Isn't that what going home entails?
I don't have a fucking home. So where are you gonna take me?
Where were you living before this?
The three of you hear a yell from the helipad. And you see someone running out of the helicopter that is still like powering down. Bin, could you please describe yourself as you run towards this standoff that's happening with the knowledge that you have just jumped off of a helicopter that is still kind of rotoring?
So Bin is about 5'4", scrawny noodle of a person, and they are wearing a button-down shirt with a sweater vest and a little cardigan, every single joint that you can see on their body has like some robotic parts. Their wrists are a little bit metallic. They have pieces of metal with a cybernetic eye on their face. Their entire neck is just robotics. And right directly in the center where their heart is a steady pulsing beat of a glowing heart that just thrums a bit quickly because they just jumped out of a helicopter and they catch themselves.
Yeah, we're not talking like a 20-foot drop. We're talking like,
No, like
as
a-
it was hitting the ground, just
Yeah,
like your 2 foot.
They're going. And so they just kind of stumble and they're like, that's an interesting move. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the helicopter. This looks... You got this, cool.
You
No,
hear
this day hasn't been fucked up
Bin.
enough. Please come.
you hear a voice in your earpiece, Bin Bin, and you hear a male voice say, "Keep them distracted."
And as they go back into the helicopter, they hear that and they stop. And then they get back out of the helicopter. Okay, so we don't need to like point guns or anything, okay? Look, I understand that everyone's upset right now. Look, we're not here to hurt. We're not here to do anything. Just, hey,
You
Dottie.
good at that. You good at
I'm gonna
not
count to
doing-
3, and then I'm gonna start fucking shooting.
I
1.
would prefer if you didn't.
Hey, you know, shooting is really bad for your health just because of the fact that I think Starboy can deflect that.
2.
Everything. I mean, if this is how we want to go, Starboy, just don't hurt him too much.
Vaughn and
please.
Dottie, as your attention is completely focused forward at these two, you both hear and feel something wrapped around your ankle. You turn back, and one of the guards has managed to sneak up on the two of you, and there is now some kind of device around both of your ankles. And then you feel pain. You feel an electric current run through your body, both of you, and can't help but fall to the ground paralyzed.
Hayden looks the other way. He doesn't look very comfortable with what's going on, but he's not necessarily doing anything to make it stop.
Okay.
You all see a little drone come flying out of the backside of the helicopter, fly up to where the two of you are surrounded now by guards. And you hear a very familiar voice that neither of you have heard in 3 years say, "Well done. Put them in the chopper. Have them delivered to Phoenix HQ." The guards pick up your unmoving bodies and bring you to the helicopter.
Please don't, gentle. Gentle is nice. Gentle is gentle. Gentle. Please?
Bin and Starboy, you both also hear in your earpieces, "Well done. A good first job for Phoenix HQ. Come on back with them, and we'll discuss details."
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kind of looks over at Starboy, just,
Thank you.
for what?
Hayden smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes, and he just robotically turns back to the helicopter and walks back to, because this is not really how he wanted it to go, but
Bin looks at the drone and just gives a shrug before he follows.
at a,
The four of
at a
you,
person.
the four of you all head back to the chopper. 2 of you willing, 2 of you unwilling. And as it takes off and heads back to the mainland, or the larger island that is not the prison, the hill, we skip forward a few months. you all hear at the same time an alarm go off. How do you all wake up on yet another morning working for Phoenix HQ?
I like to think that Bin probably is already awake at this point, and has been making breakfast and has been setting up everything and setting everyone's like shoes and jackets and like receptors or whatever the fuck they're doing. Set them all out and ready, and then has, you know how in like those Marvel movies where Tony Stark has the things in front of him.
Mhm.
After Ben has already set up everything and made food for everyone, anyone that would walk in would see that he is like thrown up, blown up, just different types of things looking. You see him typing in the air as he's answering emails. Already like hard at work at like an hour before anyone even wakes up.
Naturally.
They are the best.
That's what they do best.
Hayden has also probably been awake, but he's been in his room, kind of waking up slowly while upright, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
Getting himself presentable and ready, and in his civvies, so he's just wearing like very nice button-up shirt, very clean, and he is probably just coming out of his room to see that Bin has, as usual, prepared the entire household breakfast and gotten things ready, and he's going to go and sit very calmly at the little island kitchen counter and sit like upright, like he's at attention and not necessarily comfortable in his own home, but that is not unusual. Good morning.
Morning. Eat. Got food.
Okay. And he takes a small amount of food.
God damn you.
Dottie passed out on the couch and is not waking up. So
You just hear this incessant beeping coming from her wrist that she just is snoring over, basically. I feel like Dottie's probably a snorer.
oh, big time.
Hayden keeps looking at her, but he's not doing anything to do anything about it. He's just looking at her like, should someone do something? I shouldn't, but someone else should.
The people who are awake would hear Vaughn's alarm go off, followed by the sound of her throwing it against the wall and not coming out of her room. She is also still sleeping.
At this point, Bin, because this is routine at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happens every morning.
Yeah. Bin just kind of finishes answering an email, closes everything down, looks at Hayden, bigger portion, and then goes back to Dottie, and then will throw a pillow at her. As they're walking past, like this is routine, just kind of throw a pillow at her. And then we'll go to Vaughn's room and just be like, you either deal with me or you deal with everyone else. And I don't know if you like everyone else. I know you don't like me, but I need you to wake up, please.
Have you tried fucking off?
I have, in fact, and you tend to get more upset that way. So please, can we skip the routine? We can have the tantrum later, I promise. Just please.
She throws a pillow at the door where Ben is
You
standing.
just hear against the door.
Oh wait, did you open the door or are you just standing outside?
standing outside. I'm not a monster.
Go away.
No.
He's gonna try and go back to sleep.
Second that I hear like there's more than 5 seconds, the door just kind of slams open as Vaughn is now pelted with pillows.
Where is he getting all of those?
They're comforters from the couch.
Sorry.
Just yanking them out from underneath Dottie.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, oh my fucking god. I'm
Thank
up.
you. And then
No, fuck off!
then they go back out. Dottie's still fast fucking asleep. And will then gently touch her shoulder.
Is it time to wake up?
Yep.
Okay, what about if I just sleep for 5 more minutes? And then you can come back and wake me up. After 5
Counterpoint.
more minutes.
Counterpoint. I made food, and it's gonna be cold in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll get up now.
Okay.
Been working smarter, not harder.
Correct.
You
Sometimes
all
people need violence. Sometimes they need food.
listen, cold food that's supposed to be warm, that is violence. Let's be real. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that right when you were drinking.
Look, cold eggs, terror.
It's the worst, literally.
Shame.
It's the same fucking chicken.
Sorry.
Got eaten by a werewolf in a past life.
Goddamn chicken.
You all have a delicious breakfast handmade by Bin Bin. Half of you begrudgingly, the other half of you not begrudgingly.
I don't want your fucking food. Not eating that.
Damn shame. Damn shame.
Can I have her portion, please?
Hayden gives his portion to Dottie.
Thank you.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Are we ready to go?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Director, are we ready to go?
I was going to
not.
say you get as you're like starting to clean things up, you get a little flashing light on your screen. It's a new message. Open
Pull
it
it
up
up,
to
what is it?
show today's itinerary. You all have an obligation to deal with. It is press release, and the whole team is required.
Okay.
Hayden
All right,
looks like
Dottie.
this is not anything new.
What?
We've trained. We've done this. Come on. We press release. I know.
Well, what
we've
I don't remember.
if you don't remember, just look at me and I will give it to your thing. Watch. What the fuck is this, Jonathan?
Communicator, help!
Communicator. I don't know.
And I will give it to your communicator. It's very easy. I know.
The high-tech version of writing the answers on the palm of your hand.
Yeah. He
You
just looks over
really-
at Fawn and just is like, and then just goes back to Dottie.
Just
Like
like,
sad
on
at
the
her.
lost cause. You can't do anything with her. Even Dottie is easier to deal with than Vaughn.
Correct.
Hayden's gonna look to Vaughn and be like, "Do you need some point?" And then he looks like he's like second guessing the question as he's asking it to her, even though this is something that he does on a constant basis. He looks like maybe he shouldn't have asked that question to
Vaughn is looking
Vaughn.
at you like you shouldn't have asked her that question.
Right. Okay. and then he's going to head for the door.
All right, let me go wash up the dishes. All of you head to the door. I'll be there in a moment.
Can I go in my PJs?
No, get dressed, please.
You all get dressed and head out to where a shuttle is waiting for you. A man in the actually not a man, but an android or robot in the front seat that is ready to drive the car as soon as you all are ready.
Get in the front seat.
Dottie's gonna look for snacks in the car.
There are indeed snacks.
Yes!
Absolutely, just like any good like limo service, definitely has like a small small bar of drinks and snacks. Just pretzels galore.
Hayden wonders where she keeps all of it because she's always eating. She's so small. But he doesn't say anything.
That's her secret.
She's always eating.
Always
I mean,
bottomless pit.
Dottie
That's
looks
not a
over at
decent
Starboy and is like, "What? You never seen a girl eat before?"
No. I mean I mean, yes, of course. That's and then he's gonna look out the window instead.
Ben is on their tablet, typing away.
Naturally.
Probably scheduling something.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to skip our downtime and investigation for this session. We are going to jump straight into the mission, which
but I need links so I can be helpful, Jonathan.
I will give you each one link to start with.
Hell yeah!
Everybody
Thank
gets one
luck.
link, and you can choose who it's with.
Oh, heard. I already chose my person.
And then we're just gonna jump into that good old engagement roll.
Great. So excited.
What's the
So
engagement
excited. The engagement roll is where we jump to the action. So there's a number of dice that I roll, and the result tells us how our mission is starting. We're not going to do all of the driving to the interview and the press release. We're just going to jump right into it, because what is working for a corporation and doing a press release if not a mission?
That is true.
So talk amongst yourselves while I figure out how many dice I need to roll.
Like,
So
as our
Like, in
characters.
character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you close your fucking mouth while you
No. No.
find something to throw from the front seat at you?
She throws a pretzel at you.
This is fine. We're fine.
Hayden sits
The
a
cleaning
little
services
closer to
always have a terrible day after the four of you go out somewhere. I am gonna roll 2d6 here to see how we start.
Not
Good.
great. Oh, wait.
No,
great.
actually
Okay,
good.
Great. Yeah.
We're gonna start in a controlled position. We jump to the middle of this interview, where you all are talking to a female reporter. Let's see, what is her name? Her name is Aylin, Alyn. She's in a very nice getup. She has her communicator up, and you can see that it's been augmented with some very nice tech that keeps her script in front of her. And she just says, "So, Starboy, how has the move from Myrmidon to Phoenix been treating you?"
It's been very well. The change in environment has been beautiful, and it's a wonderful opportunity to see more of the city.
What would you say is your favorite part of Phoenix?
Of Phoenix? The people, for sure.
Why don't we, yeah. She turns over to Vaughn.
Bin's staring daggers at Vaughn, just like, don't fuck this up.
Vaughn, you grew up in Phoenix. How would you say it's changed in the last 10 years? For better or worse?
Just like looking at Bin staring at me.
Looking slightly pathetic, please don't fuck up.
Well, I haven't particularly been around the last 3 years to witness what has changed around here.
Well, what are your first impressions then?
I would like to be somewhere else.
What is it that you think that Phoenix is missing that you could find somewhere else?
Hayden's gonna nudge her foot under the table.
Ugh.
You say the people?
Other people.
Oh,
I would like to meet more people of the city.
I think she means to say that it's been a while since she's been back in Phoenix, and a lot has changed, and of course people are always constantly changing, and so, I mean, we have much to learn every day.
I feel like this is probably gonna be a check at this point.
Fucking keep your shit together.
What would either of you like to roll? Let's call this Starboy doing a setup for Vaughn.
Great.
What do you want to use to set her up?
I'm trying to think. I mean, Express would make the most sense, but I don't have a dot in Express.
That's fine. You can always do the good old stuff, like you can push yourself to get an extra dice.
Yes.
I could offer you a poisoned promise, as always, if you would like that.
What would a poisoned promise be, Jonathan?
Let's see. A poison promise is something that I say will happen if you take it, usually some kind of negative effect. That will happen regardless of whether or not you succeed or not. We'll say for this one, it makes sense that I think this is probably going to be we're gonna start a clock. And if you take the poison promise, we're gonna push it a little bit. And the clock is the interview goes spiraling out of control.
Already?
We'll call
I'll
it
take
an 8-bit clock.
I mean, oh, okay, I'll take it.
No!
All right, so you're gonna do an
Fine.
express setup. So go ahead and roll express.
Bin's heart is already flashing rapidly because he's like, this has already gone to shit. Oh no.
Is it risky standard?
We will call this risky standard because there's always a bit of a risk when you're in an interview that they're gonna ask a question that you don't want them to ask.
So I got one bonus dice. Here you go, Vaughn. Great. You're welcome for all the help. Can I?
Wait.
You can resist, yeah.
I would love to resist that. Would I? Sorry.
It would be a sun resistance.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, because you're rolling express.
Okay, that was what I thought.
Yes. All right, so you take 3 stress. The
That makes sense.
clock ticks a little bit, but you help set up Vaughn for a really good answer. So what would you like to roll, Vaughn?
Yes, Vaughn. What would you like to roll?
Conceal?
Yeah.
Try and lie at the end.
Absolutely. I would say this is risky standard. So with the setup, you can either bring it to controlled standard, or you can make it risky great.
Controlled? Can I do controlled? That sounds better. I don't.
Yeah, controlled standard, sure.
Not the worst.
Not the worst. What do you say with Starboy's little setup?
Can somebody remind me what Starboy said, because I am.
Just that you're excited to the changes in the people of Phoenix since you've been gone for 3 years, and people are always changing.
You know, yeah. What my friend Starboy said here. You know, I would like to get out and about again, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's new. I'm sure Phoenix has gotten even better.
And you're looking forward to working under your father again.
Yes.
She seems placated and turns to Dottie. Now, Dottie, we've all been dying to hear, as the most recent reform out of the hill. How are you feeling being out and about again?
It feels great. You know the type of shit they were doing to me in that fucking jail?
No, please tell us more.
Hayden hits her under the table now.
I mean, sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about that.
We don't need a timer, Jonathan. Because there's Dottie.
Anyways, I think that I also am excited to meet people. What was the question?
Everybody's been looking with a very curious eye as to what brought about this change from your darker days before your stint in the Hill.
When I was in the Hill, they taught me how to be a better person. And so now I am. I have been reformed.
I feel like that's a conceal as well.
Okay.
is
I'm gaining stress on their behalf.
Let's make it a risky standard conceal.
Oh my god.
Remind me, when you have a dot, you get to add a dice, right?
It should
It does it
automatically
for
take
you.
it into account.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I add one, that'll
You
add
add
one.
dice if you, for instance, push yourself, or if you take a poison promise, or if someone sets you up.
Hey, you should push that.
You
Okay.
could resist it if you want, which would be a star's resistance.
I'll try. Why not?
I'm
Sure.
going to expend my link to give fucking Dottie an extra
I also
die.
gave you a link. Cute.
Yeah, cute. Fucking I gave you an extra die.
Yeah,
I
you
gave you an
get an
extra
extra dice for your resistance. So
Okay,
roll
should I do
another
again?
dice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say my special ability isn't gonna help here because they're not in a fight, is it? To resist.
I mean, I feel like this is a fight against the press.
I'm fighting for my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen,
I was thinking, you don't need it.
Robot Moonlight is all about the feelings as much as the punching. This is a fight, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so you only take one stress.
I feel like
She
I
looked
took
like she
5.
was about to ask some kind of follow-up that was not going to look well at you, and then you see she kind of like turns her head. It's clear she heard something in her earpiece, like, don't ask what you were going to ask. And she turns back to Starboy and says, how are you and Bin Bin getting along? You've had a long list of people in charge of your day-to-day life under Myrmidon. How are they doing as your new handler on Phoenix.
Of course. They're doing incredible. You are correct. I've had the good fortune of having a wide array of people to assist me in my very busy schedule, and Bin Bin is one of the best, and I feel incredibly lucky that I get to work with them on a daily basis.
And how do you feel your new teammates are stacking up to your previous teammate, Aqua Pearl?
Hayden takes a second. He's still smiling, but it looks like he wasn't expecting Aqua to be brought up in the conversation, but he should have been. But he quickly is like, every new team comes with its challenges and its growths, and I think that we have a lot to learn from each other, and I'm excited to be on a team that is many. I feel like the more the merrier definitely applies here, and I feel supported, and I feel like I can be of great support to both of my teammates and, of course, Ben.
Would this be? I feel like this is a confess or maybe express.
I could I argue for conceal?
Yeah, absolutely. You could argue
because he
for
doesn't.
conceal.
The truth is, he doesn't really
Doesn't
know.
Yeah.
And all he's seen is chaos in the apartment since they've broken out of jail. So he doesn't know. And
yeah,
so he's
absolutely. You can roll conceal at risky standard.
essentially.
They're like, why do I keep getting brought up? I'm just fucking here. Leave me alone.
Okay. And yeah, I'll just roll as is.
Sure.
Oh my god. I'm
Christ.
doing terribly. All of my rolls have been bad. Okay.
Did you just roll
You're
on
not
with
gonna push?
I mean, well, I can't push after I've rolled, can I?
it? No. But you could resist.
Oh, resist. Sorry.
But you could just roll with it if you want.
Yeah, I'll just roll with it for now. I want to see what happens.
Let the sparks fly. Yes, Aqua Pearl's retirement came as a shock, and it was a very dark moment for everybody here in Eclipse. How are you feeling about that? You all had such a wonderful relationship in front of the cameras, and how are you dealing with that heartbreak? This is the interview starting to go off the rails as I just filled that clock with that too.
It was certainly a shock to me as well. He's gonna kick Bin Bin under the table. Stop.
You got still 5 to 10 minutes left in the interview. We fucking can't stop this.
It certainly was a shock, and it was not without challenges, as with every mission that we are presented with in life.
I do appreciate the fact that you were wanting to know more about that whole situation, but I do believe that we are here for this new group and not past relationships. So if we could please stick to that, that would be great.
Well, you were gonna roll for that. That feels like a roll.
Save me.
Confess? She's... Maybe?
Confess, exposing the inner world of your thoughts and feelings to another.
No. Oh, fuck. Okay, what do I...
Maybe like flow could work. You're kind
Flow.
of adapting to the circumstances.
Flow. Yeah, I'll do flow, and,
I'll say you've moved into a desperate position.
Yeah!
Because
I'm gonna push.
you can push yourself absolutely for 2 stress. Give yourself an extra dice.
Okay. How do I give myself an extra dice?
It should pop up a little drop down menu after you do risky standard, I think.
I think. Oh yeah, because it won't ask you if you're
Yeah,
transcendent.
risky
will it?
standard, transcendent, and then
Are you?
bonus
You
dice.
said desperate, correct?
Desperate standard, yeah, with 1 bonus dice for pushing yourself.
Transcendent, no. Bonus dice, 1.
Yes.
Can I use here for you?
Can I use?
Here for you? You want to use here for you?
What were you gonna use?
I was just going to whatever the fuck the other
Resist.
thing is. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, because
What does here for you do?
It says you may your special armor to resist consequences suffered when you protect an ally or give +1 dice to someone else's action.
So you're protecting Bin Bin from the consequences of this question.
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
Because I'm assuming, speaking up, like, that probably doesn't look great on them.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound correct?
Sure.
So I guess in order to do that, he would probably cut in again to give them what they wanted.
Yeah. All right. So expend your special armor, and the interviewer kind of looks at Bin and just says, "Well, I understand. It's just they were such a power couple for such a long time, and the people all loved Aqua Pearl so much. It's natural for them to be curious. But we'll stick to the what we're talking about today. Sure, I understand. We'll strike that from the record. No worries."
His
Hayden's
heart is flashing rapidly as he's like, oh.
Hayden, in order to do that, I think Hayden's gonna let a little bit of sadness like slip through, like genuine sadness that he doesn't really want to feel, but it's good for the cameras because they were such a power couple, and so he's gonna let them see that and take a couple pictures if they want.
They're getting all kinds of stills of just how the saddest boy, the saddest star boy.
Saddest red boy.
They the interviewer kind of turns to all of you this time and just says, well, those are the questions. We were wondering as part of the coverage that maybe we could get a small demonstration of your teamwork together. We've got a...
Dottie pulls out a gun.
Dottie, please
she
put that
immediately,
back.
like,
But she said!
Teamwork.
out back. We have an obstacle course out back.
Okay.
We'd like to get some good footage of the three of you working together.
An obstacle course? What are we, fucking dogs?
Fine, just please go with it.
I mean, it sounds fun.
Thank you.
Keeping her distance from Dottie now, after having a gun pulled on her, the interviewer kind of takes you through a couple of elevators and hallways before you get to an open air area of this large building that is essentially the HQ for Siren. And there is indeed... It's kind of like a combination obstacle course, shooting range kind of thing. You can see... It's almost like a miniature neighborhood, and you can even see now like cardboard cutouts of glitches everywhere and what look like hologram projectors. She says, it's a very standard training course, from what I've heard, so you should all be very familiar with it. Although, of course, the AI will take into account your actions and kind of change things around so that it's never the same one. Go for it.
Thank you.
Xben gives 2 thumbs up as he sits down.
Dottie walks over to the shooting range.
Ben's just like, I'm not involved here.
Sad boy hours, but you know, they're doing great.
You see holograms start to pick up and change the area to look... it looks a bit like Upper Sphinx where there's a lot of fancy areas, a lot of cars, holographic cars speeding through this small section of street. And you start to see holographic people start running away in a direction.
Daddy shoots him!
Whoa, we don't know the situation yet.
The citizens running away from danger?
Those are
Yeah.
citizens.
Okay. Go ahead and what would you like to roll for that?
I feel like I'm getting stress every single time.
Every second that Dottie is doing something.
Every
Bin
second
gets stressed.
any of these three are doing anything, Bin has gained stress. No, Hayden, you're fine.
I don't know. Defy?
You could roll Defy for this.
Is there a roll for idiot? Ask
Hey.
my friend.
Hey!
Idiot roll.
Am I transcended? No, right?
No.
Yeah.
If you are trying to figure out the situation, Starboy, you could probably roll Perceive for that.
I was gonna ask for analyze because I would like to check out the entire.
Bless you.
Analyze could work too. Thank you.
I can do analyze and perceive. I have a dot in both.
That's true. Dottie, thankfully, your shots go wide because you're just kind of in the moment, and you shatter like a few holographic windows, and the people now start running away from you instead of whatever they were running away from before. And yeah, you could roll analyze.
Okay.
Would you like a poison promise?
What will it be?
We'll call it inadvertently help your adversary's cause.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Don't hurt me. Oh, thank God.
That is a success.
Whew.
You analyze, and you can tell that they're all coming from a certain direction, and you hear them yelling about there's a glitch on the loose, there's a glitch on the rampage.
Okay.
But inadvertently, by spending this moment sitting and looking, you can now see it down, and the way you've helped them out is because you've hesitated. You see it like roll up a few holographic people. It's this almost like pulsating holographic blob of street lights that have all sort of congealed into basically a Katamari ball. But yeah. And just like rolling people up and more electronics, and it's just all the lights are going off and flashing and stunning people and then rolling them up.
Hayden's going to Hayden's going to reach over and like put his hand on top of Dottie's head and like turn it so that she's looking at the giant glitch instead. And he's gonna be like, "Don't hit the people. Aim for the center."
Okay!
Thank you. And he's gonna let her go.
Great teamwork.
It's like when like something is running into a wall and you just like, and then the Roomba starts going in the proper
Fucking
direction.
Dottie is our Roomba.
That is a Roomba.
Roomba with a knife. That is Dottie.
Wow. Well, Cork, you've got to make art of that now. Just a pink and purple
'Cause I
Roomba
don't
with a
have
knife.
enough to do.
I know.
Oh no.
All right, you know what? When we get out, I'll Photoshop it. I'll just take that photo and just make it pink and purple.
Yay.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Is Dottie
Yes,
going
then,
to
yeah.
fire?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Make me
Hayden's
another
getting
defy
out
check.
his sword.
This, however, is going to be at risky no effect. Because
Oh, it's a glitch.
it is a glitch and you are not transcended. You could transcend in this moment if you want to get on the
Ooh.
same level as it.
I kind of wanna.
You can do it.
Okay.
Can you describe to us and everyone how it
Oh, no.
feels when Dottie transcends?
Oh, yeah, I can. I was scared. I was like, I don't know what she looks like. I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
So
You
when
don't know what
she-
Dottie looks like?
No.
I know.
When she transcends, she braces for impact because it's really, really painful on her frail body. She's not frail so much anymore 2 months later, but her body is still in so immense
Still a
pain
bit gaunt, yeah.
from what she's been through. So she braces for impact and she jumps once in the air, and it's pixels from the top down, just changing her form into her transcended form.
All right. Now you can go ahead and make that defy at
Okay.
we'll call it risky
Risky?
standard, and
Okay.
you are transcended.
Okay. Oh, better.
Nice. So a 5 is a partial success. You jump up and transcend, and you fire off with your gun that has also, like the pixels also went over it, and it is now this like almost cartoonistic, enormous weapon in your
Pink.
hands.
Pink.
Pink.
Thank
Of
you.
course, it's pink. We know it's pink. You hit it a couple times, and when you hit the ground, it is now heading directly at you, just like full speed. So you're now in a desperate position.
Oh shit. That sucks.
Von Starboy, what are you guys
Can
doing?
Can he transcend? I want
Absolutely.
to transcend.
What does it look like when Starboy transcends?
Really Sailor Moon as hell. Most of the time when he transcends, he jumps, his wings pop out, in a spray of glitches, and he usually has a sword on him, but in his transcendent form, it looks particularly magical and glowy, and it doesn't feel great. His transcendent form comes from his spine outward, but he's used to it by now, so it doesn't really make him falter. And normally he does have stars in his eyes, just augmented. Normally, in transcendent form, they are brighter and bigger. And yeah,
All right, what are you doing to help out?
fly it up so that he can get a better vantage point of this thing, and is aiming to stab downward.
Okay. Let's call it that would I think be an analyze as well.
Okay.
Risky, well, desperate standard because you have to now save Dottie's ass, who's about to be rolled over.
I did tell her to shoot it.
You did.
I did do
And she
that.
did.
And then, can I push myself as well?
Yeah. 2 stress, push yourself.
Yeah.
And don't forget when you take transcendent actions that the transcendent track is being marked.
Yes. Okay. Here I go. Woo!
That is a 6.
Woohoo.
You do it. You just do it.
I
You
just do it.
go plunging down, sword first, and just like you manage to just like completely halt the glitch's entire momentum, like a second before it's about to run over Dottie. Before it kind of like vibrates and all of the things that it's accumulated on the outside of it go exploding outwards, tossing you off. And now at the center, you can just see there is what looks like a garbage truck that was at the center of this whole thing.
Sure.
Foul beast. Literally.
What's
Yeah,
Vaughn been
he is,
doing
like,
while this is going on?
Pinky.
Watching.
Stabbing downward.
Vaughn's just
Vaughn!
watching.
Vaughn, do you wanna finish it? Do you wanna finish this foul beast, Vaughn?
Sure.
Come and
You
help
look
your
back and you see
team.
the cameras are just like dead set on Vaughn, who is just like,
Slack jawed. She just looks at the cameras and looks at Starboy and Dottie.
Reaper!
And walks over leisurely. And like puts her hand out with like somebody taught her to like, hey, do a flourish, but she's not into it. And a giant scythe made of pure blue light just manifests in her hand, and from her arm back the rest of her changes into her transcended form.
How does it feel?
Not good, buzzy.
What about it does feel good?
The power part feels good, but she just doesn't want any part of this.
This is just an annoying obligated, like, you don't want to do this, but it's for the cameras, you have to do it, but there's still a bit of you, like a small adrenaline spike, even despite that.
Once she is transcended, she will run over now and take a big old swing at the garbage truck with her.
The back of it, as you're running at it, just like flips up and just like holographic garbage just goes flying out towards you.
Just instinctively flinch.
What do you want to roll here?
Can I argue for analyze to find what looks like a spot I should hit it in to make it stop doing what it's doing?
Sure. I'll say it'll be at risky limited. You can always have someone else try and set you up for better effect, or
Anybody want to help me?
or push yourself for an extra dice,
I could go.
or
I was
someone
like, I
could
have
assist
a
you. But
thing
it
that has
sounds
to
like
do with the thing.
you're just kind of doing this on your own.
I don't know
That's
how
fair.
I can help you.
That's fair.
I want to help you. I want to help set you up.
I don't
but
want to help you.
I was over on the bench.
I don't want you
I
fucking
was over
help.
on the
I'm on the
bench.
bench.
You know what? Now that you guys are arguing about this, why don't we make
Get it.
we'll make this a different roll at this point? Let's make it.
Actually,
What?
Bin Bin looks at the situation and does help with the analyze, and then we'll transfer that correspondence to her communicator subtly, and I will try conceal.
Okay. So conceal setup.
Conceal setup. I have nothing in conceal, so fucking.
You want a poison promise?
What's the poison promise?
Betray a friend or loved one.
Here, they already did that. Done.
Yeah, they already did that. So check.
I have link. Binbin, I have a link for you if you want it.
I also have a link for you.
Do guys? Okay. I'm not gonna take the poison promise. I'm gonna
Okay.
take the wink.
The wink.
One link. Which link?
Starboy,
Dottie?
probably.
Yeah. All right.
Our boy
conceal.
just kind of like gets in the way of the camera for a split second while you're attempting to do this.
Wings out. Poof.
Is it risky standard?
I'll say it's a risky standard setup. Yeah.
Okay, risky standard. No, not transcended. Bonus dice 1. Okay, there we go. That's fine.
Fine. I'm gonna start a clock with that. 1 out of 6. We'll call it kind of boring. The interview will put you guys in just like it was all right. They weren't really that great, kind of light.
Been
But
trying
you do
so
manage to
hard.
get the information over to Vaughn.
There you go.
So you get increased position or increased effect from risky limited
Am I still rolling
for your analyze.
for this? Yeah.
Yeah, you can still roll analyze.
I help.
Okay. I do what now? With the risky or the
So it would instead be risky standard.
okay.
I thought it was already risky standard.
It was risky limited for the analyze.
Well,
It's failure.
you know,
You swing down with the scythe, but the garbage just like pelts you, and you only manage like a glancing blow against the cabin of the truck. And you see the interviewer just kind of like talking into her microphone. It doesn't sound very promising at this point.
that was fucking useless bin.
Rude.
Is there a way to see like the heart of this thing, or like where the main blight is of the glitch?
Vaughn just tried to do that and wasn't super successful, so I'd say you should probably look for a different way to achieve your goal. As you see, the truck just now starts spinning, like doing donuts, and is just throwing holographic garbage at you guys everywhere.
Is it drawn to garbage? It's a garbage truck. If I put a trash can out on the street, would it
What?
Why don't
would it be
Right.
make me an empathize roll for that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it risky
Empathize
standard.
with the garbage truck.
Empathize with the garbage truck.
And Starboy won.
So wait.
Is it just risky standard?
Yes, unless you want a poison promise.
What would the poison promise of empathizing with the garbage truck be?
Suffer harm. Because in so doing, you would, in order to get like a better chance at this, you'd get close enough that it could accidentally hit you.
Sure, because I don't have anything in
Okay.
empathize.
Risky standard, and you're gonna take a level 2 harm.
Okay.
Holographic trash.
Hologram
Just covered in holographic trash.
Haha!
It does indeed seem drawn to the holographic garbage that you put out in front of it, and it just
ow.
like, yeah, runs over and just like does a skid and just like parks in front of you, and
you
then
want
like
the garbage? You want the garbage? Go get the garbage!
fucking Toro the garbage truck. It screams past you, and you just get covered in holographic garbage as it goes after the garbage that you just threw. Like a little claw comes out the back of it and just grabs it and throws it into the garbage part. The
It's
crusher.
drawn to garbage.
Okay. And now what?
Shoot it.
Use the garbage!
Shoot it!
She shoots it.
Go ahead and make another defy check. Risky standard.
I like to think Starboy and Ben said shoot it at the same
time.
Shoot it!
6. I'll say that
Oh,
is
yeah, funny.
enough. With it distracted, you just like light it up, just fill it up with holographic lead, and you see like you clearly hit like the oil can, and it just like just holographic gasoline just goes all over the ground underneath it, and you hear the engine start to and slowly like as it runs out of gas, the engine dies, and so does the glitch.
Dottie does that thing where she like blows the smoke off of her gun, like, and then winks at the camera.
And
With
Hayden
that,
and Bonner
you,
covered in garbage.
yeah, you see all of the hologram starts to dissipate. You can go ahead and clear that holographic harm, as it no longer counts, and the
Another day. saved.
obstacle course disappears, and the interviewer comes by and it just gives like a polite clap. It's like, fantastic, very, very good, very effective. You managed to save most of the people. There were, of course, a few casualties, but certainly could have been worse. I'm certainly glad that you missed that first salvo with your gun, Dottie.
She
This
was just
is-
excited.
I understand.
No, I just wanted to shoot the fucking civilians. It was
Dottie.
fun.
No,
Oh, sorry.
Dottie.
This is Aelin signing off with our new Phoenix MG group. One last time, your names for the camera. Your
Starboy.
MG names.
Our what names?
Your MG names. Your titles.
What the fuck was mine?
The Reaper.
Starboy.
To be fair, I forgot it too.
Yeah.
Violet Coral.
Thank you. Violet Coral.
And with that, she waves goodbye and goes to probably edit her interview.
A lot of the footage, yeah.
Yeah. And leaves the four of you to head back home or to your next engagement, whatever that might be.
Okay, well, everyone, you did great. You did good. No one got hurt. Everything went fine.
Thank you. Did you
Thanks.
see me shoot that garbage truck?
I did. It was. You did shoot it.
Huh?
You sure did shoot it.
Hey, Vaughn. What was that?
Oh my fucking god!
What was that?
You're gonna have to be more specific. Which part specifically pissed you off the most, would we say?
I'm not pissed off, Vaughn. I'm just curious.
Right, you're perfect and happy all the time. Yeah.
That's not what I said either.
Okay.
I know this isn't exactly your cup of tea,
Oh my god.
but maybe you could learn a thing or two from Dottie.
Yeah, Vaughn. Maybe you could learn a thing or two. Dottie, did you hear Starboy?
Dottie!
I need you to know Bin Bin has texted Eskel just hey help.
Hey!
Dottie, your enthusiasm is very appreciated, but perhaps next time, before we shoot, we look. Please,
I was looking. I was shooting at the right thing. I was shooting at the thing I wanted to shoot at.
shoot at the glitch first, and then we think about possible injured civilians and we help them. Not
Boring.
You know,
them.
I've learned
Thank
a lot
you.
of things from Dottie already before we got here. Like, she likes
Yeah?
to shoot civilians.
that's not.
Not a good thing?
Bin Bin,
No,
what's
it's
next?
not, Starboy. It's not.
Bin Bin, what's next? What's next on our schedule, please?
I think we should fucking go home because I'm tired of this shit.
I also would like to go
One
home.
interview.
Please.
It's-
You hear a little ding from your communicator bin, and you look, and there is a reply from Eskel that says, "Don't worry, you've got this." And your next thing on the itinerary that everybody needs to go to. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break here. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
I know Ben has only taken 2 stress. He is not.
But it feels like a lot more.
Aged. They've aged several years.
they have aged at least 20 years.
And we'll be right back.
We'll see you guys back in 10. And welcome back. We are going to catch up with our intrepid heroes at the end of, lots of air quotes around that. At the end of a very long day of mindless, terrible drudgery working for the corporations. You all pull up in your chauffeured car and are left back at your shared apartment, which you all enter and are finally able to relax.
Dottie drops all of her shit at the front door and then walks over to the refrigerator and starts.
Hayden's gonna go to his room pretty immediately to start the defrag process.
Fawn is also going right to her room.
Ben will walk in and just eat, please.
Fuck off.
Well, Ben knows that they need to defrag first, since they
Defrag and then
they
eat,
had to,
please. Yeah.
They even had to transcend today for the cameras, so.
Yeah. And then they'll pick up everything that just was dropped at the front, clean up, and then they will go to their little office in the kitchen to fucking. They just finished their 9 to 5. Now they're starting the 5 to 9.
Starboy, could you describe how much fun the defrag process is for you?
Defragging process is super fun. Of course, I mean it is not at all. It's really invasive. There's a little panel in his room on the wall where a cable can be removed, and he plugs it into the base of his neck to get rid of any impurities, glitches. What's the word I'm looking for, Jonathan, when it comes to defragging? Like what exactly are they getting rid of?
Like viruses and code that has gotten corrupted.
Got it.
Corruption, I think, is a good word to describe what the process is trying to get rid of.
Yeah. So he's essentially decorrupting his body, his nerves, his cells, all of the augmentations and cybernetic magical girl things that are installed into him. It's not fun. It's really uncomfortable, and since a majority of his tech is integrated into his spine and his back, it kind of makes him seize up a bit, and it sucks. It ain't fun.
But as always, the alternative is much worse.
Correct.
How about Vaughn?
Same process. Starboy just doesn't want to do it. Pulls the cord out of the wall, sticks it in the back of her neck, and lays face first on the bed to wait for it to do what it's doing. It feels like an uncomfortable buzzing, just kind of going through her neck and her head. Gives her a little bit of a headache.
Is Dottie defragging, or?
No.
That's what I figured.
Ben looks
All right.
over. Just. Dottie!
Ben.
I need you to defrag, please.
No.
I know. I need you to.
No.
Dottie.
Ben.
It has been a long day, and I need to answer emails and take a phone call. Can you please just defrag while I take this phone call?
No. They weren't even like real glitches. Why do we even frag from that?
Because you did the thing. You changed. You did the changing. Every single time you do that, you need to defrag. At least that's what I was told.
Well, maybe I will later.
Please do it now.
Oh.
I know it's not great, but
It's not just not great, it fucking hurts.
I know it hurts, but it's gonna hurt more when glitches get into your body and then rip you apart.
But they weren't even real glitches that we just fought.
I know, but just in case, you never know what virus can go by unnoticed.
I'll make you a deal. I'll finish this Tupperware, and then I'll go in there, and I'll defrag. Deal?
At this point, their phone has probably started ringing, and they're just like, "Fine, just fine," and they get up and they head to the bathroom to just sit and just not answer the phone. Just sit and just let themselves decompress.
It's like getting a toddler to eat their vegetables. So y'all can roll to devour blighted hearts now. It's just 1 dice for all of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a d6.
You roll the mission's tier during Fallout.
Just a d6?
Just 1d6 because that was a tier 1 mission.
6.
Finn,
wow.
you clear all stress and transcendence. Hayden,
I get one
you
of those
clear-
things.
You clear 6 stress and 2 transcendence.
Can you? This
Vaughn
is
also
unlike.
clears 6 stress and 2 transcendence. What's up?
Sorry, my quick question.
Mhm.
Can you? I have 5 stress. Can you overindulge in this version? Okay, cool.
No, this is not scum and villainy. You cannot overindulge and get lost.
Hayden got lost in his own house.
It's unbelievable.
He fell in the shower.
I assume Dottie is not actually going to follow through.
No.
I didn't think so. You finish the Tupperware and go into your room and just kind of futz around for a little bit, pretending to do your nightly diligence. Before everybody winds up back in the main room, feeling a little bit better, for the most part.
Vin is like on the phone with someone and just kind of. Did you do it?
Yes.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Dottie, please. Defrag.
But Ben, it hurts really bad.
I know it hurts really bad, but I would much. It's gonna hurt very bad for a little bit, or you're gonna hurt really bad for a longer time. She looks over at Hayden, just like, I don't fucking know. See? Hayden agrees. They've been doing this way longer than I've never done it, but he's been doing it longer than you have?
Hayden looks to Bidman like, do you want me to say something?
Please? I don't know what I'm doing!
Hayden's gonna awkwardly come over to Dottie's door and be like he's gonna lightly knock on it and be like, you should defrag and you know why.
Good pep talk, Hayden.
Dottie, please, I have to get back to this call. Can you please defrag?
Okay, alright.
Thank
I will.
you. And they go back to their phone call just exhausted.
She does
Hayden
this time.
turns away
Now
from the
you
door
can go ahead
because
and roll a
he doesn't know what to
d6.
do.
What is it? Backslash.
/R space 1d6.
What?
/R space 1d6.
There's also a little dice over on the left.
That is true. There is
Oh,
also
really?
a little dice over on the left. 2,
Dottie.
you clear 3 stress and 1 transcendence,
Okay.
which is not a lot. But yeah, you. How does it feel when Dottie defrags?
She always describes it as someone and shoving it down her spine. She has to put it into her shoulder because the back of her neck is occupied by an unidentified MG tech. But she puts it into her shoulder, a little port in her shoulder, and it hurts so bad that she almost starts to cry. She's been pretty tough about it over the past couple of months, getting used to it. But she has to hold back tears every single time she does it. And then she comes out of her room with a little blanket and then slumps down on the couch.
You will see Ben hard at work with their three screens in front of them.
Hayden's gonna go back to his room and look at the panel on the wall to see like the status of everybody's defrag to make sure that Vaughn has done it too, because he doesn't, and he's not really sure if Dottie's done it, but he's guessing by how she's acting that she has. But he just wants to make sure that like everybody has completed it.
I think probably you don't have access to everyone's defrag. But yours came back clean, at least. No.
Is there a way to like see the status, or is it just you can just see your own?
Let's say if you want to try and see if you can find out somebody else's info, we can make it a roll.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe analyze. You're trying to discover a secret.
Tell me your secrets.
And as we're in downtime now, it's not like risky or standard or anything. It's just a roll with your analyze.
Okay.
Partial success. I think that you kind of, take a look back, make sure that nobody's like in your room watching you do this. You've been on this job for a long time. You know how to get around most of the safeguards. Mostly just because you're worried, just like you were always worried about Aqua Pearl when she was doing her stuff, and near the end she was getting more and more upset every time, and like had to sneak in and check, and her stuff always looked good. And you do the same thing to check your buddies, your new buddies. And they both look clear, except there's something weird about Dottie's, that nothing that suggests that there's any presence of like glitches or anything significantly problematic, but the output is reading strangely, and you can't quite make sense of it.
Okay.
You can at least be sure that she's in no danger or anything that would send off an alert to Corpo HQ, to any suits. But it's weird and strange, and you haven't seen an output like it before.
Okay. Thank you. After doing that, then he's gonna come back out, and he may look Dottie's way for a second, but he's not gonna linger too long, just because he doesn't want her to feel like he's staring at her.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of like make his way to the kitchen to grab some leftovers.
Dottie's gonna clamor under Ben's because she's in so much pain.
Ah! Hello.
Hello.
Is it floor time?
It's floor time.
Okay. You can stay there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
Vaughn, have you eaten yet?
I told you to fuck off.
As Hayden goes to the kitchen to like try and do something, you hear a knock on the door.
I got
just
it.
want 5 fucking minutes. Thank you.
And Hayden's gonna go and open the door.
There is a drone hovering in front of you with a bag under it, and there is a note attached to it.
Does this look like a corporation, John?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to say thank you, and he's going to take the bag.
There is a delicious smell wafting from this bag. And you open the note, and it says, "Good work today." And it's signed by Eskel. And there is like a very large meal inside of it for everybody. We'll say it's because I really want this right now. It's like a four person tikka masala.
Hell yeah!
I was hoping you were going to say that
Fuck
because
yeah.
I'm craving that right now.
Hayden's gonna look inside the bag and take it, and he's probably lingering on the note a little bit more. Like he's trying to figure out how to feel about it, but being told "good job" by his boss does feel good. And he's gonna bring it over, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, Mr. Novak sent us all a meal. As congratulations for a job well done today."
Okay.
Dottie doesn't move.
Cool.
It smells good.
Okay, no, it's fine. Put it on the counter. I'll portion it out, so that way we can have some for tonight, and then we can also make sure that there will be enough for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Or you could just eat it.
Yes, I'm going to eat it. This is a thing that I am going to do. But at the moment, I am currently trying to figure out how to get one meeting for Mr. Novak scheduled with one of my things that I have to do, and it's
Do you
not.
defrag at the end of the day, Ben?
What? I don't need to
He doesn't
defrag.
do
I don't
that,
do
yeah.
that.
No, I meant in your own way.
Oh. I mean, what do you mean?
You're still working.
Yeah, because I got stuff I gotta do. Fucking, I don't get the glory of being able to go and be on camera for a little bit and then getting to defrag after I transcend. I have to keep working and going so that way I can make money. I can't just take a moment.
Okay. And then he's going to put the food on the table. He looked like he was trying to say something, but he couldn't. And he's going to set the food down and go back to his room. Actually, no, I lied. He's going to go knock on Vaughn's door instead. There's food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, and then he's gonna go back to his room. Great.
I love how many just so uncomfortable silences there are between all of you at this point still.
Yeah, just all of you are depressed in this household, and it really brings down the energy. And Ben's gonna grab his phone and fucking walk out.
Of the apartment?
Yeah.
Like at the front door, there's like a veranda.
Yeah.
Add that to the Sims house.
That wasn't a yes or no. That was which of those do you do?
No, the front door. I'm leaving
Okay.
the building I'm leaving the house.
Okay,
I am
all right.
walking down the street.
You leave the house and you walk down the skyway.
Yeah.
The apartment is in a very nice section of Phoenix, with this beautiful view over the bay, the inlet, the crescent that makes up the island. You can see the hill on one side, and I think there is the other smaller island is essentially like immigrations and customs, both lit up in the night, and of course the rest of the city around you, beautiful neon lights that never go off any time of day. It's nighttime, but It's not dark. There's no sign of any stars in the sky. There's too much light pollution to see anything.
Dottie followed after Ben.
I'm sure he's going to appreciate that.
Yeah. Ben has not noticed at this point and has, up to his communicator, has sent a message to Eskel.
Eskel?
Essex.
Suddenly we're in Exandria.
sent a message to Eskel, and basically, I can't schedule the 3:45 meeting with my surgery. There is conflict. I'm trying to work as best as I can, but I need you to know that I might be 15 to 30 minutes late.
Ben, you having a surgery?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Why are you here?
Because I just wanted... I just like it when you're near me after I didn't want you to leave.
Well, I needed a moment. Okay,
I can go back.
No, it's fine. You're here now. And it's much better than you walking back alone. Alright. You are here at this current moment with me.
Yep.
This is a fact.
So what's the surgery? Is it tomorrow?
Yes, it's just another routine surgery. It's fine. I'm fine.
You do those a lot.
Yes, I do, because I have a heart condition, Dottie.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
So I have a lot of surgeries all of the time to make sure that I can keep working and helping you out.
It seems like more than that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's a lot of surgeries on just a heart.
It's making sure that everything works, including all the things inside of me. The heart is one of those things.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit right here until you're done with whatever you're doing and then together. And then she sits down.
Okay.
Your comm vibrates as she sits down.
He gets the phone. He opens it up and just kind of looks.
Message from Eskel says, I've cleared a couple hours around your surgery. Get better soon.
Kind of narrows their eyes for a moment before they put it down. Okay.
Vibrates again.
Fucking picks it back up.
It's important that you get better, Bin Bin. I can't lose my best worker.
Reply back. Absolutely, sir. I'll work hard to get back on my feet by the end of the day. And then they put their phone down for just a moment. How do you think today went?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think it went pretty good.
Okay. What?
Didn't you see me take down the garbage truck?
I
That was
did.
pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. There was a thing that happened before that, though.
Are you talking about me killing the civilians again?
Yeah. I mean, look, you did better because you didn't technically kill any of them.
Yeah. So that's good.
Yes.
It wasn't real. Why are you guys so up in arms about it?
Okay, so when they are doing those types of things, the reason why they are doing those is so that way they can give footage to people, so that way people trust you, trust all of you, because people like you help keep most people safe.
Yeah, well,
People
I
like-
didn't ask for this.
I know you didn't.
I don't give a
ask for
fuck
this.
if they trust me or not.
I know that, but helps keep people like me safe. People who can't do what you do. You don't have to like doing it. You just have to do it. And when you do it, you get to eat nice food, you get to sleep in a bed. You get at least some pay.
I never asked for this.
Some people don't. It's just another job.
Yeah, I guess that's life, isn't it? Just another job. Something to keep you fucking stable.
Yeah, something to keep you stable until you're able to find a different job.
Am I allowed to find a different job, Ben?
Well, at this current moment, I'd say
Because I'd love to go back to doing what I did before. You think I can? You think they'd let me? Who should I talk to about that? I really just, I want to be a mechanic again. I don't know if you know that, but I was a mechanic before all of this, and I was really, really fucking good at it.
cool. Yeah, no, I mean, you can, you can be both.
Ben, what's wrong? Your heart's doing that thing again.
It just means that I'm thinking about a lot of stuff about, work stuff. But, I mean, you can be both a MG and a mechanic.
How?
Well, being an MG means that you can defeat glitches, and being a mechanic means that you can get items from these glitches after they've been destroyed and try and make new things.
That's a good idea, Ben! I'll just, take the pieces from the glitches and then I can make something out of it. But I need tools first. You think they'll let me have tools? Like a whole tool? You know?
I bet if I talk to Mr. Novak, I might be able to get you a set of tools.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
With you being a mechanic and all, I bet you make great stuff.
I do. I've made great stuff in the past.
Good. I'm gonna take a walk for just a little bit.
Come? Oh, you don't want me to.
I kind of want to take a defrag of myself, I guess you could say.
Okay. I'll just go back.
All right, I'll see you when I get back. Sorry.
You okay, Ben? You're acting a little squirrely.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go eat that tikka masala, I think.
Can you save me a bowl, please?
Yeah, I can. I'll make one bowl for you, and then when you get back, oh, and then I won't eat it, and then when you get back, we can eat together. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay. Have a good defrag walk. And then she turns around and and she doesn't just walk off; she trots off. Those little skips.
After
Skippy
she
girl.
does, after she trots off, Bin Bin just watches for a bit before like quickly wiping their face, just like, and then is going to walk just around the block, seeing. There's no way that I can get to the Undercity, right?
I mean, it's possible, but it would like take a while.
A while,
without
okay.
transportation.
Okay. I mean, they feel more comfortable in the Undercity, so that they're like, I just want to go grab some like street food.
I mean, I think that's reasonable. There's like a monorail that can get you to like an elevator down to the Undercity.
Yeah, they just shoot a text message to the house that will probably like be displayed. What's the Undercity of fucking Phoenix?
Bird.
Bird. Just a text message that all of them will receive. Heading down to Bird, grabbing some street food. I'll be back in a couple of hours.
How does Dottie feel when she sees that after she said that she was gonna wait for Ben to eat?
I think she's just sitting there with the two bowls, and then she sees the message, and then looks at the two, and decides to just wait there. She puts her head down on the counter and kind of dozes off a bit.
Can you roll me a moon?
No. Don't make them do anything.
Dottie? 1. You said you put your head down for a brief
Yeah,
nap.
just waiting.
You wake up and the two bowls are completely destroyed in front of you, and there is Tika all over your fists.
Fucking Ben was coming back, but I guess not.
For those of us still in the house.
Yeah,
You just hear like the sound of like breaking, just like the sound of whatever packaging it was in, just like being destroyed, and just the sound of a fist hitting Tika, just like a sprout.
Slapping.
Are the bowls destroyed?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the rest of the tikka masala destroyed?
The rest of the Tika is not is like on the counter.
Should destroy the whole meal.
Yeah, no.
We'll come back.
But the two bowls that you had in front of you are completely destroyed.
Hayden's gonna open his door.
You look out and just see.
Is she like covered in
crime
tikka
scene.
masala?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's mostly just like on your hands and arms.
Okay.
Dottie?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know.
There is tiki masala on the table.
There's fucking
And-
what?
Tiki masala.
Tiki masala, the cyber version.
The futuristic tikka masala.
The masala.
Crypto Tika.
It's all over the table and your hands. What's going on?
I can clean it up.
I sent you a message, Jess.
No, not what I... Did Vaughn also open her door? Hayden's gonna look at Vaughn because Vaughn knows Dottie more. Longer. But he's gonna look at her like, I don't understand.
How what color is this sauce? How spicy was it? Is it very red?
I say yeah. Tikka masala is red, like bright red.
It's like an orange red, yeah.
I think it's close enough.
It kind of looks a little bit like blood. Yeah.
I think you look over at Vaughn,
Oh no.
who looks like she's shaking a little. And just
Fine, I'm gonna clean it up. Don't worry.
backs into her room and you hear the door lock.
I can do this. I can clean it up. Just go back into your room.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Has Bin come back?
No.
No, it hasn't been that long.
Okay.
Hayden, go back into your room.
Got it. And then he's gonna
Okay,
close his door.
Twice.
Close the door.
She's gonna work on cleaning up the mess.
It's not too difficult. It's just it's messy and it's not the physical act of cleaning it, which is fine. It's just the what's going on in your head as you do sucks. Probably just after you get done cleaning it is when Bin comes back.
Bin has walked in with probably 2 sets of like street food, and then just like,
I waited for you.
yeah, and I was coming back.
2 hours later. Food goes
Yes.
cold in 2 hours, Ben.
And we have stuff to heat it up.
No, I sat here and I waited for you.
And I told you that I was coming back.
You didn't say it was gonna take that long. You betrayed me.
Okay. Did you at least eat?
No.
Okay. Well, it's not much because I was hoping this would be more of a dessert. But here you go, and he hands her what he bought, which is probably like some sci-fi version of like a fried Twinkie or something.
It's still just a normal Twinkie. They still survive.
Yeah.
Just a fried Twinkie. Even in the future, Twinkies remain the same.
Yeah.
They are infinite.
Stagnant.
That's possible.
Twinkies are infinite.
He sets both of them down, and then he's going to...
I imagine she's still covered in tikka masala.
She cleaned up the tikka, but not
Yeah.
herself.
But not the masala.
Okay, well, you're covered in tiki masala, fucking whatever we're calling it now. I think you
It's canon.
should go get changed. Maybe take a shower. This food will still be here when you get back, but I'm pretty sure you're feeling sticky right now.
This wouldn't have happened if you just fucking came back at the right time. What were you even doing?
I went down to Bird to decompress and feel normal for a few hours. I'm sorry that I took too long. I didn't
Why
mean
couldn't I
to.
come with you? I'm from the Undercity too.
I know. I just I sometimes like to be alone with my thoughts. It won't happen again. I'll make sure that I let you know how long I'll be gone. And I will text it to you, and then I will let you know where I'm going.
She grabs the Twinkie and throws it at him. You can't fucking leave me! You can't leave me! I don't know what to do without you, Bin.
I need to answer some emails right now. Please take a shower. And they're going to go to their office and just kind of they go and just to do work. They're doing their work.
As they walk away, she's gonna take the other Twinkie and chuck it in their direction, even if it doesn't make it to them, and then stomp off to her room or the bathroom. We share bathrooms, right?
It's a 4-bed, 2-bath.
Right. And she shares a bathroom with Vaughn, right?
With Vaughn, yeah.
Off. Who came up with that?
That's cool.
That's cool.
Once Dottie has stormed off to their room, Vin goes over and picks up the food, knowing just how much they spent on that. Knowing that it's completely ruined now and they have to throw it out. And just sits back down and just they go to their room for a moment to grab some injections for their nighttime medications, and then they will go back to their office in the kitchen and start doing their injections, watching to make sure that there's no more emails that pop up while they're doing that.
Do you turn on like the TV or anything? Do you have like the news on or anything?
Yeah, it's white noise, just kind of doing the notions of pulling, doing like wrapping their arm up, doing the injections, watching the news, so that distracting themselves from injecting themselves.
While you're trying to like distract yourself, on the news, you see like a breaking news banner, which you see is a Siren News Network, and says new breaking interesting developments about the new Enigma VR machine. Full refunds for anyone who is having any issues with their rig. Just go to your nearest retailer and it will be replaced with no questions asked.
Message to Eskel. What's going on? Fully
No
set
response.
down his medication.
There's no response, at least not for a while.
Would you say it was exactly? The VR what?
The Enigma VR machine.
Do I know if either A, Eskel has it, or B, Bin has that?
I think it's a bit out of Bin's price range. And by a
I'm
bit,
not saying
I mean
Bin.
a lot.
I don't think Bin. I'm not saying Bin bought it. I'm saying it was forcefully given to Bin.
No.
Or no? No? Okay.
No.
But do I know if Eskel has it?
No idea.
Okay. Is that an augment, or is that just a thing?
I think what you've heard like on the advertisements is it is tech. It's not an augment though. But it does like kind of pair up. It's was a big development because for a long time the kind of technological brain barrier was never really breached. There've been, like VR headsets before that were, focused on sight and sound, but never like a fully immersive experience. Like you were still aware you were in your living room, but this one was a really big breakthrough that finally like managed to connect the brain to an actual virtual cyberspace and make it feel like you were actually somewhere else without running around in your own room.
Fully ignoring their medication at this point, is going to do research and is like typing to see anything that might have. They're even going through back channels trying to see what's going on right now.
Okay. Sounds like an analyze check.
Sounds good.
This is an investigation. So gather info. So roll analyze, and then you can ask me one of those questions. Or depending on what the result is.
Okay. Can I push if I have 1 dot?
Not during downtime.
Not during downtime? Okay.
This is essentially an early investigation section.
5 ain't that bad.
A 5. So you can ask me one question and one follow-up.
Any one of these questions?
Any one of the gather info questions on your sheet, yeah.
What is the most dangerous here?
So
what is most dangerous here?
Yeah. Looking up the development cycle, the tech brain barrier is something that's been kind of a goal for a long time for all the corporations, really, for what should be fairly obvious reasons. If you can incorporate technology into the mind, then that is a whole new level of technological advancement that can happen. Like MG tech is naturally dangerous because it's very invasive, but getting something that is essentially a superhuman kind of thing to go beyond the limits of humanity's usual abilities, capabilities, is something that everybody's always trying to get to. The danger, of course, is if you're putting technology into someone's brain, that there can be a lot of negative side effects. And this was supposedly the in the past, people have tried to do this to not great results. But this was supposed to be, and has commercially been, a very good success because there's been no reported problems, no psychosis from the integration of the technology, no lingering side effects that any of the testing trials have shown.
Okay.
And one follow-up.
What was the trigger / who's patient 0?
Who was patient 0?
The reason, basically the reason why this breaking news, this recall is happening is because something happened to someone.
Right.
Finding that person.
I'd say you could pinpoint it. We'll say there was a very early press release that was swiftly redacted, but it's the net. Nothing ever truly disappears. that identified the first person that was affected by this as an individual by the name of, let's say, these are all terrible names. Sorry. Ida Turingson. She was the daughter of a middle manager in Kachi.
Me really quickly looking up. Got it. The Fashion District. All right. Going to go to everyone's door and knock. First we'll knock on Hayden's door. Do you have the VR thing in your body? In your headspace? The Enigma.
Hayden's gonna open the door, and it's like he was like about to sleep. He's like, "You're back." What?
Do you have the Enigma VR thing in your brain?
Do I have Enigma installed? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, go back to bed.
What?
I just need to do some double checking, making sure everyone is cool. Go back to bed. I just need to double check. And then he's going to go over to Vaughn and knock on the door.
What? Okay.
What?
Do you have Enigma VR in your headspace brain?
No, my father took all my shit. All I got back was my arm and my eye. Go away.
Okay, cool. And he knocks on Dottie. Dottie, do you have the Enigma VR headspace brain thing?
Huh?
The Enigma VR head thing. The thing that does virtual reality, makes you feel like you're there.
Oh. No.
Okay, cool. Okay, good night.
Hayden's still standing in his doorway watching all of that.
The news is still on. Like, they haven't turned it off, so you're probably, like, hearing stuff.
Oh, then yeah, he probably stepped out so he could watch it.
It's not a super long story. It's just like it's essentially a factory recall is how they're playing it on the news, and ends pretty quickly.
Is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, just making sure that everyone, is okay, and we don't need to go to, somewhere to get it removed.
The HQ didn't request anything cosmetic in a while, so isn't that what that is?
In a sense, yes, and also no, but mostly yes. I don't know if there is some stuff that was not mentioned that maybe MG Tech is using for, so I just want to cover all my bases, and, you know, I want to be hyper vigilant and catch that shit immediately.
Wouldn't they have told you?
Well, better to be on top of it, so when they do text message me, in case that is the case, I can be like, nope, we're all good here.
Okay. There was tiki masala in the kitchen, but I don't know if there's any left.
There's a little bit left. I'm going to make a couple of sandwiches and some tikka masala. Give the sandwiches to Dottie and Vaughn, and then I'll make myself some food. Just so that way we can have some tikka masala tomorrow as well. So, yeah, I am making food for myself, I promise.
It's kind of late, Bin.
I know. I need to eat. That's why.
okay. And he looks like he was gonna offer something, but he chickened out, so he's gonna go back to his room.
I think we can just reduce everything that Starboy does down into he looked like he was going to do something and then he didn't.
And then he didn't. Everything's an
That's
internal battle.
that's just Starboy.
Never mind.
Yeah, been with what Starboy said. Ben is gonna actively like look through his emails, see if there was any mention of this, look through his phone, see if maybe he missed a call or missed a text message or just something like
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
But eventually, everybody has to eat and go to sleep.
and then falls asleep at their desk after eating and finishing up their medication.
Do they remember to do their meds afterwards? Okay.
They do some of their meds. They did not finish the injection, and they forgot.
Practice what you preach, Bin Bin.
That feels like a good thing to use for your obligation. So go ahead and make an obligation roll for missing your meds.
Ooh.
Not me checking if I took my medicine today.
Yeah,
Practice
go
what
ahead
Bin
and
Bin
roll
preaches.
so a 4. So you gain 2 stress during your obligation phase. The next morning comes. What is? There was one obligation out of the way. Let's go clockwise from Ben, at
hold
least for
on.
me.
Can I do
Hold on,
something
hang on.
before
Yes, you may.
we sleep?
Yes.
Well, Vaughn was asleep, and she wakes up
Sure.
once everybody else has already fallen asleep, and comes out of the door because she's hungry because she hasn't eaten in a lot of hours, and accidentally kicks the sandwich she didn't. Did you say you were gonna give them to the? Okay, yeah.
Sandwiches.
I'm sure they just left it in front of your door.
Feels bad for making a noise, kicking a plate across the hall. Picks everything up. Goes over to the trash to throw out the sandwich that was all over the floor and sees Ben asleep. And starts loudly going through the refrigerator looking for something else to eat.
Has Ben a light sleeper?
Yeah.
So it's probably like 4 a.m. Ben's probably been asleep for like 2 hours.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Did I wake you up?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I probably had to wake up in a little bit anyway. Do you need some food? The tikka masala is packed away, but I'm pretty sure we can heat it up for you if you want.
I don't need anything from you.
Okay. That's fine if you don't need my help right now.
She still doesn't remember you, does she?
Why does it matter?
I don't know. Makes me feel a little better that somebody else is suffering in this house with her.
Well, I'm glad it makes you feel better. Anyway, do you need anything else, or I think I need to. Shit, I forgot to take my meds.
Why are you still working for him?
Huh?
Why are you still working for him?
'Cause he pays my bills.
It doesn't matter. All the shit that he's done. You just...
I'm confused with this statement.
I just don't know how you would continue working for somebody who threw an entire team under the bus for something that girl in the other room did. And just forgot everyone.
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, you got the best lawyers that you can, and you all. There was also the public perception.
Is that what he told you?
What?
That we all got the best lawyers? Was that the company line?
I mean, you all were put in the same location together, and then Jesus
No!
Christ, all of you.
No.
What do you mean?
No. Are you fucking kidding me? No. That man did not answer my calls once. Our lawyer never came. Nobody came to see me or help. What have you been doing this whole fucking time?
Since everything blew up? I mean, I was keeping things under control. And then
Okay.
trying to make sure everything went smoothly. And I was told not to worry about the legalities of anything because it was already covered, so I focused more on the PR side of everything.
Covered. Mm-hmm.
Yes, everything was covered.
Swept under the rug, right.
No, you were told. Look,
Mhm.
I'm gonna lay it all out.
Mhm.
I asked directly what was going to happen, and he said that all of you are going to be put together with the best lawyers, and once public outcry had calmed down, you would go out, and the worst would happen would be a slap on the wrist.
So 10 years is a slap on the wrist. Yeah, okay.
From my understanding, that was just what it was told to the public.
We all went to different places except for fucking Dottie, apparently. Great. I love that she was in the same building with me. That's fine. Let's see.
Yeah, she was in there getting help.
Does freaking out and crawling under your desk like count? Does that look like she got help? Does she see
Healing's not
like herself before? She told me she was hearing voices, Ben. Like, are you kidding me?
I mean,
who knows if with the other two? 3? Fuck Mark. They're probably still rotting, except for Sebastian, who is dead. So.
Wait, what?
No, there's no way you didn't know that. What?
Like your supervisor. I was told he transferred.
Oh my god, that man is a liar. I don't.
You
Are
watch.
you kidding me? Dottie shot him.
You watch as Bin Bin turns to his computer. And then you watch as he puts in a meeting. 7:30. Eskel Novak. And it is sent to Eskel's phone.
My hands were on that man's heart when it stopped beating.
Great, Dottie's were on mine. And?
What?
Wait, what? Did you not know how she got captured?
Do you think everybody just came to, like, give me fucking news updates in solitary just for fun? No.
I was told you were given a debrief, okay?
It seems like you were told a lot of things that didn't happen. So.
A week after everything happened, I sent a message to Dottie to come to the house. And she did. And then she tried to rip out my heart, okay? I have to get to work. I have to get changed and get dressed, and I have to get to work. And I now have a meeting with your father so he can explain this to me.
Oh, good. Can I come? Can I, like, stand in the back of the room while you guys have a
No.
conversation?
No.
He's just gonna lie to you again, so enjoy that.
You go in there with him, and you want him dead.
I think that's a very fair assessment on my part, but okay.
Vaughn, if he's dead, I'm dead. I can't have that, okay? So can I please just go talk to your dad?
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
And Ben is going to go into his room, get changed, and then they're going to leave with their phone in their hand to head to work.
That's probably about the time that you get a message from Eskel. And it just says, "Why did you message me at 2 a.m. last night?" Nothing's going on.
A message reply back. Enigma VR has a recall. Ida Turingson. I need more information.
Very quick reply. "No, you don't. That's not your job."
A reply back. My job to keep this group safe, and I need more information on that in case glitches are out of control.
Do any of them have Enigma installed?
No, but in case we encounter one of them,
Then
I
it's
need to
not
make
your
sure.
job.
I'll reply
Another
back.
quick reply.
Mhm.
Take the morning off. Prep for surgery.
I'll reply back. A phone call back, actually.
It goes to voicemail.
Okay, it does not leave voicemail, and then just messages back. I will need a updated list of my job description, seeming as I am confused at what that entails.
Gladly.
Reply back. 7:30 meeting it is.
And you head off to a 7:30 meeting with Eskel Novak.
Hit him with that warm regards, Ben.
As
Warmest
per my last
regards.
email.
Just regards, yeah. Forget the warm.
Regards.
Regards.
Hey, remember when I said that Ben doesn't take Eskel's shit?
Oh my
Let's see
god.
how it works
Um,
out for you.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Hayden eventually wakes up, and I think Vaughn is still up. Yeah.
Unaware of all of that.
Mhm.
Just another day for Hayden Green.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's gonna wake up, go through his morning routine, brush his teeth, brush his hair, put on his little polo probably that he's wearing, because he looks like a nerd, and a straight-laced, grade-A student, and he's gonna step out and see that Bindon is not there for once, and look a little confused, a little lost.
You just missed them. Start eating cold tikka masala.
Vaughn, did they leave a schedule? Maybe?
No. I think they were going to have a meeting with my father, so I'm sure we'll get an update afterward.
They didn't leave like an itemized list
No.
of what.
Do you know how to calm down?
Jesus.
I'm calm.
Because you seem like
I
you
don't-
fill just every second of your day, so you don't have to think.
It's filled for me, usually.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't leave us a schedule.
No.
Okay. And then he's going to look at the communicator on his arm and try and see if maybe there was one sent to him.
Nope.
He's gonna look again, just in case. Maybe he missed it.
No matter how many times you refresh, there is no updated schedule for the day.
He's going to do it again, and then he's gonna walk between his room and the living room a couple of times, like a sim that's actions were canceled.
Yeah.
And if the Balamanu, if that was a thing in real life, that would be Hayden. He looks
Lorpa!
lost in more than one sense of the word.
Morbally Schlorpa.
They dig.
That's not Simlish, Jonathan. Stop
Okay,
trying.
so sorry.
Oh my god.
I didn't realize you were
He's gonna come back out to the kitchen and he's gonna look at Vaughn and be like, "Sorry, are you sure that he didn't leave anything?" Or
Yeah, he left a piece of paper, and I just got a little too hungry, and I ate it. No!
thanks, Vaughn. He's gonna go to the front door and open the door and see if maybe there's a drone out there.
Fucking this poor man.
He delivered food
why don't-
last night.
Why don't you make a perceive? Roll
Drone.
perceive.
Roll for drone. Great.
Roll
Here
for
we
show.
go.
You are
You-
absolutely
everything.
certain that you see that there is nobody out there, that there's no drone waiting for you, that nobody has left you any information. You perceive that you have been left on your own.
Okay. He says this to an empty hallway. Okay. 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 And then he's going to very slowly close the door and stare at the door for a second after he's closed it. Because maybe the door will give him an answer. And
You
when that
perceive
doesn't,
even the door is not.
Oh.
and when that happens, he's going to turn around and stand at the entrance to the little foyer, and then the entrance to the kitchen and the living space, and he's gonna stare into the open space and look maybe like an android that someone left on idle. He genuinely doesn't know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
Without
Vaughn is
someone-
just watching this.
Yeah, I'm just slowly eating. Are you like okay? Should I call somebody?
Would they have a schedule?
You can just like go back to sleep or watch TV or read a book.
But I'm awake. There's
Right.
nothing regarding a mission on TV. And I haven't been given any updated reports to read.
I don't understand where the confusion is. So
Okay, and then he's going to, is there a way for him to search the net to see if maybe there is any news updates or anything? Maybe this is a test, obviously, and he needs to figure out if there is a mission that it just hasn't been told. It's part of the test, it just hasn't been uncovered, so he's gonna figure it out.
Of course. You go trolling the net for anything, the news, any kind of social media. And while you do that, we're going to cut over to Dottie, how did Dottie sleep?
Pretty good.
She was actually in her room for once, right?
Yeah.
What is Dottie's room like?
Oh.
Because I know Vaughn's looks like a teenager who can never just spends all night on the internet and just like Monster Energy drinks all over their desk. But what about Dottie?
So it's a fucking mess. Honestly, the bed is rarely slept in, but like, you know, she slept in it last night, so it's a little ruffled. But there's just like laundry everywhere. There probably isn't a single clothing item that is hung up.
Closet, gotcha.
She has a workbench that's seemingly empty. That's kind of just mocking her. But it should hold tools and anything she would need to be a mechanic. But as of right now, there's nothing on it.
Is there like a chair and a desk?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How does Dottie wake up this morning?
A little hungover.
Despite not having drunk.
She feels like disoriented a little bit. Like,
yeah, I've had days like those too. You look over to the desk and the chair where you think you hear the voice come from, and you see a familiar man sitting at it, dark skin, with like an arm made of tech.
No, Jonathan!
You just see this hole in his face, a missing eye where a bullet sheared off most of his head. Sebastian Vasquez. Just looking at you with a sadness in his eyes.
She scrambles backwards on her bed to like the furthest point she can get in the like where her bed is sitting.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Hey, motherfucker! Hey, what the fuck?
Please.
Hey guys.
Thank you all for joining us for our inaugural session of Girl by Moonlight Cyber Convergence.
No, I need more. Jonathan, no.
I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. I know these assholes have been waiting for it for 2 months.
Since December.
And now they're just going to be counting down the minutes until next week, I know.
Next week.
Next week.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do next week.
I'll do next week.
All
Fuck
right.
it.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. And may the corpos do you good.
They won't.
They won't. Bye.